So what was the first song that you remember writing that ended up being a Vampire Weekend song?
The absolute earliest, and this song was never on an album, it was on a movie soundtrack, but it's kind of a fan favorite. It's called Ottoman, and that riff I know I wrote in high school.
Let's listen to that.
Yeah, sure. So the song changed, but I know that riff goes back to about 15 years old.
How handsome your furniture, lovely and now, but dressed for a funeral, begging you to sit for a portrait on the wall, to hang in the dark of some parliamentary hall.
Where in the history of the band do you bring this song in?
That was right after our first album, so it's still like the early days. You know, that might have been one of the first times that we were approached to do a song for a movie. You know, so naturally, you just put all this energy into making your first albums, and then you're thinking about the second album, somebody says, oh, do you want to do a song for a movie? So that's probably why my mind went to, I have this riff from high school.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like build it into something a little bigger. But then when I look back on that riff and I think about those days of being 15 and my friend Wes, his dad had a Fender Deluxe, and I loved playing through that amp, and I realized how much I enjoyed just putting a little bit of reverb on a clean guitar. And I realized, right, there's a connection that fits the early Vampire Weekend stuff.
Was guitar always your instrument?
No, I mean, I'd had a guitar from, my tween years, but I started on piano, and I've always been way more, for lack of a better word, sophisticated on piano. I'm still learning guitar a bit, but like if somebody, even just basic music theory stuff, I can think it through better on piano. And when I took piano lessons, and I wasn't amazing, but I probably reached a place where I could probably play some Bach stuff where people go, wow, you're really good. Nobody's ever said that to me about guitar.